So in this video, what we're going to be doing is helping educate our older generation at church how to embrace technology, as well as transforming some stuff that's going on in my church. So should we start the video?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. This is your first time stopping by the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. Link is in the description. So we had a church meeting with all the leaders at my church yesterday. And I think everybody is now really starting to understand that this is a new normal, and more importantly, that live streaming just on Sunday is the bare minimum, that we could do a whole lot more. So I am on the way to Office Max, Target, whichever one has it, and we're going to be transforming my pastor's computer as well as get some supplies so that we can hand out webcams, so we can get, first off, we're going to be instituting a prayer call that leaders, the intercessory prayer ministry, church leaders, deacons, whoever, can initiate on a given day. Starting next week, we're going to start doing more interactive Bible study throughout the week. And really, I'm going to be training my pastor on just leveraging these new technologies. And I think that's what I kind of want to go with this. Not necessarily telling y'all how I'm doing it, but the main thing from a media ministry standpoint, especially with older generations, and not even just older generation, just people in general, is we need to learn how to communicate technology to where people are comfortable with it, because most people are not using technology because they feel it's daunting, it's too complicated, it's too technical. I'm not technical. The idea is we want to get it as simple as possible, just like I try to do on my videos, to help get you acclimated on how to use the technology, that even though it may be complicated, is to break it down into this its simplest form, so that people can still do what they need to do without all the bells and whistles. Just like at in my media ministry, it takes a lot to live stream. There's a lot of moving parts, but the majority of the people in the media ministry, they don't need to know about that. They just need to know how to function it. Just like a lot of people know how to drive a car, but very few people know how to fix a car. Or the actual inner workings of how this does this and do that and all this other stuff like that, which I think it'll be a lot easier once you get a Tesla or an electric car. Yay! But anyway, spark plugs, catalytic converters, and all this other stuff. Most people don't know how that works, but they know how to operate a car. And that's the same mindset that I want to come in from a technology standpoint. So I'm going here to try and get 2 webcams. One for my pastor is going to be on his computer, and maybe 2 more. So we'll have a total of 3, so that maybe somebody who's doing this, we can loan it out to them, or whatever computer that's there. Honestly, I think we only got 1 other computer. Mainly it's my pastor's. I don't know. But we're just going to get that stuff, and then we're going to devise a strategy so that it's as few clicks as possible for him to be able to do what he needs to do. And then once he's comfortable with that, we're gonna produce that into like a handout or something like that goes with anybody wanting to borrow the webcam to do something like that. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So just dropped the little one off at school, and let's see what we can do today.
All right, this is tutorial. So if you see this, don't laugh at me, because I have an instructor here who was teaching me as if I'm a 6-year-old. In fact, I need to go down to 3-year-old. So at any rate, bear with me. Okay, I'm finished.
See you later today.
1, 2, 3.
Good. It's gonna be on Facebook too?
Okay,
Good.
I'm practicing once again, and I think I got it. Where do you get that from, Clarence? That's my students coming in. All right, and I'm finished here, so I can do that. Cut that off. Go up here. close that out. Then go to webcam. It's right here.
Yep. Webcam videos.
Yeah, webcam videos. Then I go get what I have done here, drag it up here.
Yep, to the media.
And let go.
Oh, wait a minute. It dragged. You have to drag it and drop it on top of the folder. So you can just move it down and drag it on top of that media folder.
Oh, media folder.
Yeah, because see, it's saying now copy to video. Once you see that, now let go. And now it's sent to us.
Okay, what did I do here?
Now, that was the one that copied to your desktop. You can delete this one because it already copied to us.
Okay, I don't know how you delete that. Just delete it.
Yep. Now, if you double click on the media folder,
What media folder?
you'll see in there is your file.
It's up there. Okay, all right.
Yep.
All right. Got it. That's good. I'm gonna do it one more time. I think I got it. Okay, hold on.
And like I said, when we upgrade your computer to Windows 10, all of this is still going to be exactly the same.
Okay. All right. So I want to do. Go here. Click. Wait on this man. I want to start doing this thing. So, hello everybody.
What? Got to record?
Oh, here record. Hello everybody. Oh, not 1, 2, 3. Got it. All right, hello everybody. I'm excited now. When I learn something new, I just get terribly excited. So if I'm acting like a child, then this 3-year-old has learned something, all right? And I'm excited. All right. Okay, sorry. Shut that off. I go again. Cut that off. Then I can go to media camera.
Yep. Ready? Come down. Come down. Webcam video.
Webcam video. And I can double click. This is my thing. I just finished. Drag that over to media
folder.
Media folder.
Until you see right there it says copy the videos.
Copy
now
video.
Let go.
Okay.
And now it's been sent to us.
It's been sent to you, and I can finish. I can close it out and call you and say, hey, I just sent something.
Yep.
Hey. Let me write it down. Yeah.
All right, so I think based off the videos, my pastor's got it down. He's practiced it a couple of times. He has the steps written down. So I'm gonna have to remind him to do that. But the good thing is we got him to the point of being comfortable with this whole change in what he's gonna be doing. So now, since he's uploading stuff to me to our network drive, we're going to now have to edit it and then put it up on our church social media pages and all this other stuff. So again, this was just my journey in showing y'all what I'm doing to help educate some other folks that might not be comfortable with technology. And sorry, I'm trying to get the key to open the media booth. And my pastor was messing with me for the very same thing that I was saying to y'all, is I always say it's simple because that disarms people. And as he saw, he was more open once it was done. And then when he did it, he was like, oh man, that was easy. See, I was telling you it was simple. Setting it up might not be simple, but that's not what they needed to do. So let me go ahead and edit this stuff. And I hope that gives you some encouragement or at least some direction if you're dealing with kind of like an older generation that's kind of against technology. The whole thing is you need to disarm them and then make it simple so it's very few steps. Give them one path to follow for right now until they get comfortable, and then they open up to other options. So all right, so I just finished editing the video and putting the finishing touches on the video that my pastor did and put it on our Facebook and all of social media. So this is kind of a trend that we're going to start doing more often, based on the meeting that we had yesterday, and really just trying to get more people besides just me more engaged with social media and how we can still reach other people no matter what method that we do. So we got the webcam, got him installed. He's been repeating that process over and over again. So, I still might have to be there to help him on a couple of times, but it's comfortable. And I'm just trying to show him that it is easy, and he's done it a couple of times by himself, and that's cool. So we're also going to be upgrading his computer similar to what we just did for Shiloh Baptist Church. I'm going to be upgrading my pastor's system that hasn't really been touched since 2010. So we're going to move him over to a Ryzen 3300X or a 3200G, whichever one is available. Get him a lot more performance based off of what he needs to do, and then it should be a lot easier. And that's about it.
Good morning to each of you. I'm so happy that God has awakened us today and that we are able to once again to congregate by way of media. I want to just spend a few moments to offer a prayer to each of us.
So we'll see how this goes, because we're going to be doing more videos of similar to what I've been doing, but we're implementing a lot more stuff, not just our live stream on Sunday, but more things like a conference call, Zoom meetings, Bible study, all this other stuff that mainly is to try and get the body, because I can't do it all myself, is to get everybody comfortable with technology. And it's not something to fear, but make it simple and easily repeatable so that they feel empowered to do it, and they don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I'm too old for this, or I'm too young for this, whatever. It's just to make everybody comfortable with the technology of how we can help and reach and impact more people. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.